Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and get my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am very excited and very intrigued to be checking out the 10th most popular project on all of games. That is Legacy of Thracks, The Awakening. Epic fantasy strategy game with a unique semi-cooperative element, a special mix of ... Now, I do love it's 30 minutes per player, 1 to 4 players, text I can't read, with beautiful miniatures and unique, something. Can't read it. Back in the first 48 hours, get a free mini skull, $6. Cool. Show me the value there as well. Funded. I'm sure there's some useful information here. But what really gets me intrigued about this is the fact that it had 4,500 plus pre-launch backers, which for most people who don't go, spend their life on Kickstarter, that means nothing. But that's actually a large number. That is a big number, which I find extra intriguing because I went to the Board Game Geek page. There's only 29 fans of the project. First-time game designer, first-time game company. Board Game Geek page has 100, or the Facebook page has 129 members, and the Twitter page has 13 followers. Yet, despite all that, they had 4,500 pre-launch backers. What the hell am I missing? I'm excited to know how exactly that works. Honestly, I've been on Kickstarter so long, and I've seen so much sketchy stuff, it immediately makes my radar start going off, because that's just unique. But anywho, it's trying to raise $50,000. It got 623 backers. It just launched yesterday, and this is a real thing. And now, with beautiful miniatures and unique semi-cooperative elements. As always, when I go to the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Oh, a special mix of a Mera adventure game and Euro resource management. So those 2 quotes, honestly, I love way more than epic fantasy strategy. Like, epic fantasy strategy game with unique... I feel like this part is going to be more engaging to most people than that. Like, I can tell. Well, maybe I guess. Anywho, let's get to the video. $340. Strap on in.
The awakening has come, much earlier than the prophecy stated, and it has a purpose.
I love the artwork.
It always had. There is a dark secret, and the formation of the clans and war between them were just the beginning.
Oh, they got guns.
When they had weakened each other,
stuff.
The brutal common enemy appeared. The Shadows. They have only one goal: eliminate the human race.
So this is very, very stereotypical sounding, which, it is what it is. It's hard to be original in fantasy because it's been being done for hundreds of years. But I'm just saying, like, I would much rather know more about the gameplay, or see the board, or see my player area, or player reference cards, or focus on the minis, or how much time the gameplay is, or how many hours there are. Is there a campaign? The first 45 seconds has literally just been nothing but theme for, like, hey, you guys were fighting, then a big baddie came along, and now you're probably all going to fight it together. But how many games are like that? That's a lot of games right there.
The final battle is lost. The world is on the edge of total destruction.
We're living on the edge!
The only hope is to prove your worthiness to the ancient Anduril and reach Dimara in time before the shadows become too strong.
Can't let those shadows come too strong.
Only one hero can enter. Control a clan hero, such as the warrior.
Here we go.
Or the engineer.
Ooh.
Or the mage.
We got magic. We got steampunk. What more could you want?
Or control the shadow hero and prevent the others from reaching Dimara.
Here we go.
Move.
Okay, so we got a big mini moving around the board. Pretty easy routes, stuff to keep track up over here. Look at that. There's so much cool stuff that wasn't in the first 45 seconds, just in this one shot. Pictures are worth 1,000 words.
Hero and the common lost soul.
And these are moving pictures.
On the map and perform different actions on the fields. Some actions can be performed only by the souls, which they can be moved by all players, and some by only heroes after paying their cost.
Okay.
Take precious crystals, which are necessary to complete your secret quest. Build roads. capture castles and fortresses to increase your income and glory. Buy quest cards in the temple or bonus cards and surprise your enemies in a critical moment.
Slow down, I want to read that. I was not impressed, but I'm coming around. Once you start showing me all this stuff, my player board, honestly, once you show me the player board, show me things going down on the map, I'm coming around to it.
Buy quest cards in the temple or bonus cards and surprise your enemies in a critical moment. Or use the portals to appear quickly anywhere.
Cool.
Buy special action cards or battle cards in the armory. Fight with other heroes to increase your glory.
Whoa, 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 what is this board? That looked awesome. Rush, once returned, your hero can move from... So this is... Yeah, this is the first time we've seen our actual player boards. This is great. I want to see more of this.
Use your unique battle cards and their blessing even if you lose the battle. And finally, but most importantly, try to reach Dimara in 9 days by completing the magical barriers. To complete one, you need to increase your glory, fulfill the secret quests, or collect relics. Every hero has unique abilities and skill paths to choose.
That shot right there is better than anything in the first 40 seconds. Like, just this shot right here. Howdy, Huckleberry. At least the theme section wasn't too long. At least there is this. I mean, I've seen ones where there was literally none of this. It was just theme.
And don't forget about the shadow. Cooperate with other clan heroes and take sacrifices together. Otherwise, you will be lost. Or just mislead them at the right time. As a shadow hero, use your black magic and metamorph skills. Activate the sources of darkness and increase your power to eliminate humankind.
Wait. I just got a super heavy asymmetric draft that just came through this room. Is this an asymmetric game? Like, is this highly asymmetric? Because I guess I kind of got... I don't know. I feel like this is the first time you've really showed me that it's highly asymmetrical, and I love this.
Support us now on Kickstarter.
It is asymmetric. And that scrolled back shot, that looked good. Okay. I think it's a solid video. Once you get past the first minute, I guess. Minute.
Shadows become too engineered.
Yeah, once we actually got into the meat and potatoes. Solid. I think it meandered a little bit. I think it went too deep into the rules in a couple spots. Like, where it's, like, specifically, like, some spots are only for this. It's like, okay, I don't need to get that deep in the rules. But I got the gist. You're going to go around. You're going to explore. You're going to complete quests. You're going to do stuff. It's Euro-E. It sounds cool. Back in the first few hours, you get the custom Shadow Power Tracker for free. So this is purely cosmetic. Cool. If you see this image, you still get it. Great. So they're getting rid of it as soon as it's no longer relevant. Savannah Studios is led by Balaz Savannah. During designing games, this overall and remarkable experience, high interaction between... During designing games, the overall and remarkable experience, high interaction between the players, so they play together, and the immersive thematic world are the key factors for me. My goal is to create epic moments. I don't quite understand that sentence right there. There's a simple symmetric mode just for learning and being familiar with the game. Oh, cool. Collaborators on the project... Meeple on board, backer kit, and then the graphic designer. Yeah, I'm very curious. Balaz, what was your strategy to get 4,500 pre-launch backers? That is super high for the amount of online presence that you have. So I'm just curious, was it email list? Was it the graphic design? Like, what exactly was working well for you? Because actually, the reason why I wanted to cover this was because someone I'm working with on another project said, wow, this one has 4,500 pre-launch backers. And I was like, wow, yeah, it does. That's super impressive. Lots of Facebook ads. Loads of Thracks the Awakening is an epic asymmetric fantasy strategy board game for Wonder players with unique semi-co-op elements and an exciting mix of American... Get it. What's the price? The shadows have arrived much earlier than the prophecy foretold. We're talking about theme. Don't care anymore. The first thing I think is its grand scale. It is epic. There's lots going on in this game. It's an epic feeling adventure game. I do like that. I feel like that, honestly, that sounds very superfluous, but just knowing that it's an epic feeling adventure game. That's what I want. I love games like that. I get that kind of vibe with, say, like Seventh Continent, stuff like that. I'm really fascinated because I expected something completely different, and because what I've seen now seems completely new and fresh. I really want to have it, experience it, play it. Check out the prototype. Cool. Components. I'd just love to see the price here. It's a nice looking prototype. Yeah. Looks real nice. The interesting thing here is just how you put all that together. There's so many options as you travel this world and visit different buildings. And again, all geared towards managing your resources. Okay, focusing on the resource management and the amount of choices you have as you explore the location. I think those are good things to focus on. Based on feedback from testers and reviewers, they just can't compare this game to anything else. So, different approach. So, very unique game, apparently. Key features. Legacy of Thracks combines America-style sandbox adventure. I get that vibe. Love that vibe. With clever Euro resource management. Yeah, I love that as well. Features character development, area control, a high level of player interaction, sudden death, and an immersive strategic atmosphere. So, I kind of just want the price here. Like, that's what I want to know. The game modes as well. Where's the pledge area would be just delightful right now. But I understand you're buttering me up. 1 to 4 players. Solo mode with the help of David Turtsey. Wow. I would put that on the marquee. I would put that somewhere, just his name, with help from David Turtsey. Like, fund it. Get rid of that. Solo with help from David Turtsey. I think that right there would move more needles than funded. Guarantee. Nobody gives a damn if you fund it. Everybody, like, okay, you have 4,500 pre-backers. I assume you're going to get funded. You're focusing on the Kickstarter exclusive. I like that, but I just feel like that could be used a little bit more. Because David Turtsey, he moves the needle. Hybrid game. I've heard this like 6 times. Euro-Ameri trash. You get it. Tough tactical and strategic decisions. Infinite replayability to high direction. 5 game modes. Okay. The symmetric. Play it once, never play again, most likely. Solo mode. Cool. Cooperative mode. Cool. Clan mode. Asymmetric special cards and character sheets with unique skills. I don't feel like this is being emphasized enough. If you're telling me Vasti, you do not see that dude that runs the campaign is watching and commenting. Oh, and I missed something. I get there's just so much going on. Yeah, it's really cool. But I would, I would spotlight the clan mode a little bit more, because like as soon as we got to that in the shadow, I literally paused the video. I was like, whoa, that's not what I thought this was. Shadow mode, semi-cooperative elements, cool. 4 difficulty levels, 3 game lengths, epic. So this is cool. 60-page immersive story. Wow. So that, once again, that was something that, like, a couple things here just caught me off guard. And I think those could have been mentioned in the video. A 60-page storybook? Like, that's huge. Because I didn't get that vibe at all from that video. I was thinking more dry Euro with, steampunk theme and magic theme slapped onto it. But when I see this stuff, it's like, oh, okay. More than that. Because I've seen a lot of games that are like that. That's partially what I was talking about at the beginning. 60-page immersive story. Like, that's awesome. Just kind of popped in there. I'm convinced by this prototype, and I do hope that one day the final game can be on my table. Whatevs. Each of our sessions were very tight, full of interaction and tripping opponents up. It can be a mean game, but so I love mentioning that, because that's going to appeal to a certain brand of people. But fair, and this is what we like the most. Facebook ads too, and it really depends where they transfer. I mean, it could be the Kickstarter Facebook page, the BGG page, etc. I spent all people to the Kickstarter pre-launch page. Need extra, so that makes sense. Each of our sessions was very tight. So game summary. I just want the price. But what I was saying is that the basic premise, which I've seen in a lot of games, is, how do we combine werewolves and vampires and this and that, and all these cool themes that we want to do. We want to mix them all together. Well, we make it so that there's some other big thing they have to fight, or that comes down and destroys everybody. And it's just a classic trope. I mean, it's like a Halo, pretty much. Overcome magical barriers, collect physical crystals and relics, complete secret quests. I just don't think focusing on that for that long, when you have so much other interesting stuff about this game not pertaining to the theme. Increase glory, conquer castles to increase income, cool. Develop unique abilities. So these are all the different things you can do on the board. Capture villages, build roads, which is assuming means you can move faster. That's like, this is all really cool stuff. It feels like just a hodgepodge of mechanisms, which I like. 60 pages, there's a rich story behind it. Actually, where the story ends, there the game begins. Okay? As the Shadow Hero player, you have different special actions. Use the Metamorph skill to temporarily copy another's users. Wow! Copy other people's ability. I love that. Use the black magic ability to activate the Source of Darkness to hinder all clan heroes. Yeah, I kind of want to. Honestly, I kind of want to know about the other special abilities now, because when you mentioned them in the video, that made me take pause and say, okay, because I love Vast. You know, games like that where everybody's different, everybody's unique. Oh, sign me up. Lots of interesting aspects. We got Mark again about how and where you go, and I think that's why I get the vibe of a sandbox feel, because you can really just go along any path that you want, and really just how best to manipulate your resources to get those gates open and be the first one to do so. Okay, $89. All components are prototypes and subject to change. So hopefully this is a long, sexy, scrolling shot of all the components. $89. So we are going premium price here. $29 over MSRP. Convince me. The game board. You tell me in centimeters, tell me in inches. Tell me in inches, because the majority of the people here are from the United States of America. I know, it's stupid. We still do it. But yeah, 257. Hit me with them inches, because I got to convert this 44 inches by 39. 44 centimeters to inches. Let's go. It is a 17-inch board. Okay. 17 by something by something by something. Okay. Big board, lots of stuff, moving all over the place, different places to go. The rings for miniatures, love that. So we got 3 Lost Soul miniatures. We got the rings. Focusing on the minis, I'd like to know the size. Oh, 5 centimeters, cool. Warrior Hero specific. And now I'm getting some heavier, I'm getting some Vast vibe here. That's a great vibe to get. Double-sided influence tokens. 1 Warrior action card deck. Yeah, so I'm getting my own unique component. No, I'm not. They're just different colors. Okay, so everybody's getting the player flags and the wooden boards. Okay. Cool. Like this. Love the boards. Mage deck, 15 cards, 15 cards. I'd love to know what was different. Like, what's different about the Mage? Oh, here we go. So, it's so weird to me. It feels like the Shadow Mage is just so much more fleshed out than everything else. Like, you mentioned the Shadow Mage and how they have cool special abilities twice. And then everybody else's special abilities is like, yeah, we got stuff too. It's very odd to me. Because I want to know what this stuff does. Like, why is he special? What does he do? I saw that he could teleport. I thought this guy could teleport too, or whatever. Like, just look at how much more information's on the board. And I imagine that's because he's the semi-cooperative character. I'm just going to take a stab in the dark, and that's why he's so much more fleshed out. But it's a little bit jarring to me. It's weird. I like a full close-up shot of the character board. Yeah. Yeah, likewise. So what do we got component-wise? Got all this stuff. 1 shadow board extension, which makes the board even bigger. Awesome custom D6 dice. Time tracker, 30 relics. 18 quest cards. I'd like to see the other side. 8 bonus cards. I'd like to see the other side. 24 battle cards. Because it's cool. I like the fact you're showing me that they're different. They have different backs. But I want to see what these cards are. Like, if there's a lot of text on these cards, I'm immediately like, oh, that's a lot of text on those cards. It just makes me more inclined to pay $89. Because right now, yeah, I guess I'm getting there. Because there's tons of plastic here. Like, lots of plastic here. And custom plastic. I'm getting the $89 vibe. And so now, here we go. We get the 6 Village Advantage cards. What are these? 4 double-sided reference sheets. Oh, these are fantastic. These should have been in the video. I think these should absolutely have been in the video. These are... And I love the fact you're showing me both sides. This is... Like, look at that. That's so helpful. Rule booklet. Hopefully I can click on that somewhere. Custom insert. Work in progress. Love that. Plus unlock stretch goals. With the base edition, all components... So nobody wants this. There are 3 differences between the base edition and the Kickstarter edition. Wooden relic cubes, wooden cylinders, and that. So then it goes down to $19 over MSRP, which I don't imagine this is a very popular pledge, but we'll see. Illustrated storybook, 60 pages. This is an add-on. Wait, so this is... What is this? This is the backstory? Okay. Preach, is this... That's odd. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Well, I mean, you mentioned it, but it wasn't what I was expecting gameplay-wise. Appreciated miniatures. Cool. All in pledge. Everything. Includes everything. This comes with the illustrated storybook, the custom shadow paddle tracker, and then the appreciated minis, which just look better and the better for painting. Stretch goals. 6 new quest cards. That's awesome. That's great. 2 by 3 types. So there's going to be a good deal more variability in the game. Shadow extension double-sided. Wow! 6 new sources of darkness skills? I don't even know what that means, but that sounds like a banger of a stretch goal. That sounds like you're adding a good deal of value to the game. I like that clear definition of what is between the 2 pledge levels. I do as well. Nine new clan action cards, 3 for all 3 clans. That's a lot of content here. And this is one of those ones where if it starts hitting these stretch goals, and these are micro stretch goals, the perceived value of this game is going to be like $89. Okay. Huge double-sided board, asymmetric, getting tons of extra stuff, and hopefully, as they hit these, they're updating their long, sexy scrolling shot to show me that, oh, now we don't just have 13 quest cards, we now have 19 because Kickstarter unlock or something like that. Extension upgrade, board and shadow extension upgrade. What does that mean? From 1/5, so is this the thickness of the board? Okay, cool. Custom time tracker. That's nice. These are all good. World. As for shadows, we know them all. So now you're going to tell me about the storybook. Okay. We created them after all. The game has a tale to tell. Read the story here. The story will be released in parts starting on day 3 of the campaign, and we have prepared a surprise for you. Okay. I'm very curious to see what people think about this, if this moves the needle. I don't think most people come back for the story. But hopefully I'm wrong. The story will be released in parts. It has a rich story behind it. I did go through parts of it, and I found it very enjoyable. If you like a rich story of the worlds, it has it for sure. Okay. I like the 3 different ways that the 3 different main characters play. They are different enough that they are interesting. So there's the 3 different main characters, and then there's a 4th character. So he's not one of the main characters, which would explain that. Okay. Clan Warrior. The Dawn of the Awakening, so now you're talking about what makes them different and unique. Field modifier, basic combat powers. Doesn't mean much to me, but whatever. Clan Mage, theme. Cool. Well, it tells me I have Honor, Teleport, Rush, Charisma, Increment. I wish I knew what these were, like what they actually did gameplay-wise. Clan Engineer, cool. Looks pretty. Oh, wow, that's gorgeous. Whatevs. We're just waiting for shipping now, I guess. Gameplay video, how to play, that sort of thing. I think that's what I'm just waiting around for. The interconnected mechanism work really, really well together. It brings a fresh, unique kind of flavor to do this type of game, to the adventuring type of game. Okay, cool. Sounds unique, sounds different, like it. There are tons of different ways that you can play this game, which I think is what makes it unique. And now I kind of... is this a very large box? Is this a lot of Schwaddle-sized box? What's the size of this box? Did we get... I gotta go check real quick. Because I was getting a pandemic box vibe, but this is not a pandemic box. I don't think there's a way you can fit all of this into a pandemic sized box. Is this more like, and that's why I think it's really important because this looks very thin. What kind of box is this? How wide is this box? I'd like to know that. Convey it to me a little bit more, and then that makes the shipping section a little bit easier to stomach sometimes too. I like it. It's $5,000 per stretch goal. Some Kickstarter space to stretch, yeah, by 40K or more. Yeah, they got the micro stretch goals, which once again means that you have to check back more frequently because to see what kind of good stuff was unlocked. How to play, cool. Hope there's a video. Stuff, things. Each player can only have to 10 gold, so now you're really going to the weeds. If I want to read that, cool. I like the aspect of managing Mark. You're getting your bang for your buck on this picture. I like the expectation of managing all those resources, but also kind of developing your character along the way. And then, of course, closing out these gates to be the first one. It feels like a race to some degrees, and how best to get there first. I'm done with quotes. There are three ways that you complete a magical barrier. Where's a gameplay video? Hey, Mark. The point that actually makes it extremely fun is when you start talking about the shadow power and you play the extra person who is the person in charge of keeping, is when you start talking about the shadow power. So the semi-cooperative aspect, or there's some nice, interesting semi-cooperative aspect. Okay, I just shadow mode. So now we're going to talk about the shadow mode. This is great. I was interested in the shadow mode. And now I'm just like, all right, where's the shipping? Setup and rules. Okay, 57 minutes. All right. Looks comprehensive. Love that. First video I see. Latest prototype. The quotes could be mercurial levels of annoying. There are a lot of quotes before other stuff. Table contents. Component setup. Beautiful. No, basic mode. We're basic mode. Then we're theme. Now, component setup. Cool. Components. Great. Good looking. And then setup. Oh, love this setup page. Love it. Looks fantastic. End of the game. Goal of the game. Overview of game turn. Great. So this rule booklet, I gotta say, looks really solid. Lots of pictures, illustrations, examples. Play it on tabletop. Play it on Tabletopia. Excellent. If you're a fan of big adventure sandbox games, this is one of the biggest I've seen. I mean, there's so much to do in the game, so many different ways to achieve your goal of eventually passing through all those magical gates. That's a great quote. I like that quote a lot. I said I was all quoted out, but I'll stick around for one more. Dice Tower preview, don't care. Preview, don't care. I just want the gameplay. Preview, don't care. Preview, don't care. Where's the gameplay? Yeah, where's the gameplay? There it is. There it is. Nope, this is basic and clan mode. Excellent. Where's the gameplay? Polish. I'm a noob. French, Hungarian, cool. Solo videos. Is this the gameplay? Solo gameplay. Cool. There's the gameplay.
What kind of?
Hey, it's buried there. Game overview and gameplay. Oh, they just spaced them out. Okay. Cool. Solo rules. Solo playthrough. Why back now? So no multiplayer gameplay videos. Not a fan of that, but still solo's there. It's cool. I don't feel like I got much information on the solo and the cooperative game mode. I heard a boatload about that Shadow Clan mode, but the solo and the cooperative, that one felt like it was lacking a little bit. I would like to see a little bit more information on that potentially, or maybe it was in there and I just glossed over it because there was just so much stuff. What is this? How is Made? Cool. Like, this is great. This is all great stuff to have. It's not greater than the shipping section. Like, the shipping section just buried so far. Retailers, cool. Message us, great. Feels like it's buried at the bottom. Mob Vanguard. Talking to publishers in order to print the game in languages other than English. Can't promise any other language. Publishers. Cool. All this stuff. We're going to make you look at all this before we get to the shipping. One of those vital pieces of information. Especially considering this is presumably a very large box. I don't know how large because you didn't give me a good sense of the scale. We will start shipping the Pledge Manager after the Kickstarter ends based on where you live. Please note that the below rates are just rough estimates or subject to change. Once final pricing is received from fulfillment companies, we will ship to you from your closest hub to keep rates as low as possible. This project is customs friendly, meaning no additional customs fees will be charged. Cool! That's will also be charged to the Pledge Manager. So you're not going to have to pay at the door or anything like that, but you're still going to get jacked to the VAT in the back end. But that's better than... It's better than getting poked in the eye with a stick. The value of the VAT is calculated on the price ordered plus the actual shipping cost. Okay, so shipping to the United States, $19. So now I'm looking at... So let's take a look. 118 people sitting on the fence. I'm not surprised by that. When you dangle some really awesome stretch goals like that, you can have a lot of people sitting on the fence. Retailer pledge. 4 people. Good. Base game. 13 backers. So that's interesting to me. I'm curious how this is going to work. Is there going to be an upgrade pack that's sent to me with all the plastic in it, or are you making 2 separate copies of the game? Because I'm having a hard time seeing how you're going to make this all wood version of the game when it's only 13 backers. Like that concerns me a little bit. So a little bit of clarification is that as well, which is why in the pledge level area, it'd be good to know, like, is everybody getting the base game, and then because I'm getting deluxe, I'm also getting an additional box, which they'll then integrate and throw away and put into my other box. My eyes do glaze over every time it sees just a bunch of videos for a single Kickstarter. Just give me gameplay of each game mode and maybe one preview. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Or put it all below all the other crucial information. You know, I don't have a problem with all the videos being on there, but put them in an island past all the useful stuff on the do I want it, the can you do it, and the how much is it. So then we got 152 people who get the Kickstarter Deluxe Edition. Then we have the all-in pledge, which I've been so long, I don't even remember what the all add-ons are. 328, but good. That's the most popular pledge. United States, $19. So I am looking conceivably at $108 for this. I don't know if I got a $108 vibe. And I think part of the reason why is just how spread everything is. Project timeline. We're also backers and don't like delays, so we have tried to be as well prepared for this. So June, optimistic. So they're saying maybe Origins, maybe, hopefully, realistically, yes, Gen Con. And then, hey, if things don't go so well, we'll have it at Essen, in theory. Spot on rule booklet. Yeah, it's great looking rule booklet. The team, got people, cool. Lots of people behind this. I mean, I believe it. You got 4,500 pre-backers. So 4,500 pre-backers turns into 628 backers, though. I wonder if that's a good rate. I wonder if that's a bad rate. I've never really paid attention to that sort of thing. Well, let's get to the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Please tell me this is organized like Reload from Colossal Games and not just 21 randomly questions that I have to sort. Oh, okay, so they did. Good. Game, Kickstarter General, kind of sorted. It's like they cleaned half their room. The other half will get to it. Or maybe they just didn't have like a chunk for like, how do I know about the first 48-hour backers? Okay. Update. Not much engagement. 4 comments. Thank you very much for your support. After almost 7 years of working on this game, project is really unbelievable to see the milestone. It is born. You're amazing. Upcoming stretch goals. Cool stuff. Good things. More coming. We got that. We saw the page. Let's take a look at one of the one by one. 6 new quest cards. With your hero, your lost souls, you can buy new quest cards at the temple. 1 card for 2 golds or 3. So you're specifically talking about the cards. Oh, so you actually know what these cards are as well. Cool. Once again, I go back to I'd like to see the other side of this card, because when I see 6 new quest cards and I see these, I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's going to add more variety, more variability. What am I looking at? It's that shadow board again. It still looks glorious. I already know. Lots of stuff. A lot of work put into this. Next stretch goal, vote. However, I have some great stretch goals in my mind. I'm very curious to hear what you think and what's in the game. I've written a comment in the comment section with the question. If you would have any idea, please let me know by replying to that comment. Thank you. So, here's the thing about this update. I would mention the voting, because it's buried just so far down. Just really far down. And I just, I'm still going. There we go. It's really far down, and that's or vote here. Where's here? Google Docs. Yeah, getting them juicy emails. Like it. So that's one of the strategies. Some people do it on Board Game Geek, try and get yourself on the hotness list. Some people all about them emails. Because once again, you get those emails. You get those people signing up early. You get the 4,500 pre-launchers. You get people like me making videos on it. I was a little worried about the high funding goal, but damn, I'm glad you funded so quickly. I also appreciate the stretch goals are smaller increments, not 25,000 at a time. We did it. Okay. And they're responding. They're churning that. All right, let's go to the comments. Interesting to see a meme image in the update. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen too many of those. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's I don't have a problem with it. Congratulations, Blaz. Keep it going with the rhythm. Stretch goal ideas. Legacy of Thracks is funded. So close, somewhere between 2 and 130 more backers. This looks amazing. I'm definitely in. Okay. So, final grade, Legacy of Thracks, The Awakening. I gotta go back to that main image. I gotta see what it was. Do I want it? Yeah, I eventually got there. It looks cool. The shadow mode, honestly. The shadow mode, I understand why that looks hot. Cooperative, sandbox, Euro-y. Familiar, yet different. Definitely looks like it's mushing together mechanisms. It gets me excited. It's a first-time game designer. That concerns me a little bit. But they got this out. Whole bunch of eyeballs. Whole bunch of people played this. And it looks cool. Gameplay videos down there. I'd like to see 3-4 player gameplay video instead of just a solo or even a 2-player video. I feel like I don't know enough about some of the modes, the solo, the cooperative, but do I want it? Yeah, it looks like an interesting game. Can you do it? Got a lot of ducks in the row at the front. Clearly a lot of pre-planning put into this. Conceivably, paid a good deal for advertising as well. You don't get 4,500 back. That's because at the very beginning, 4,500 pre-launch backers. That's a really high number. If you go check out other projects right now, that is very atypical. And so can you do it? Yeah, I feel comfortable the game will happen. How much is it? Price seems high. Partially because I don't know the size of the box. Partially because I don't know enough about some of the modes. And partially just because I kind of lost a lot of the buzz and the excitement for the game. The first 40 seconds completely had... The first minute and 10 seconds just completely had me out of it. And then, once we finally get to actually the gameplay and the mechanisms and this huge adventure game and the sprawling things and the asymmetric abilities, that's when I was like, oh, this looks really cool. Stretch goals are good. They have a lot of the good stuff. This one didn't have the it factor for me personally, and I don't know if I can really put my finger on it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So, final grade on this one is a And once again, I want to reiterate, this is me grading the Kickstarter presentation, not the game itself. I've never played the game. I'm not judging based on how fun the game looks. I think it looks like a really fun game. But the actual presentation, I'm going to go with a B minus, I think. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of a lot of the stuff and how wordy it was and how long it took to get down to the price and how many quotes I saw, and just the 60-page immersive story is it's misleading a little bit to me. Well, I don't know if it's misleading. It's not what I was expecting. Detailed gameplay. My plan is to write a live playthrough by heavy cardboard guys. That'd be great. That's a great day one thing. You know, that's like to have, even if it's just you, anything, gameplay. So yeah, I'm going to go with a B minus here. I think it's got everything it needs. Just the organization was weird. And something just was off of a little bit with me. But let me know in the comments below. What is your final grade for Legacy of Thracks, The Awakening? I think it looks like a cool game. I really would like to see a gameplay, though, of in action, the shadow mode, and the cooperative. Yeah. So B minus. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.